5 million pages. So the list finally dropped. We're finna get to the video, but shout out to the Truth Is for the video. You know, I don't agree with him with everything, but he always provides some good videos.
Redacted Epstein files. After years of flukes and limited releases, they gave people just enough to have something to talk about. From the new drop, we see the usual suspects like Bill Gates and Prince Andrew, but buried in the FBI national threat logs are names that the people weren't expecting to see. Elon Musk, Jay-Z, and Pusha T. For years, the industry whispered about Jay-Z being just like Epstein, but this isn't a theory anymore. We have heard the industry whispers about the connections between the elite and the entertainment world, and now we're seeing the proof. Proof people can't simply deny. Reports from 1996 and 2007 that the feds kept in the dark for decades. Today, we're breaking down the actual documents, but more importantly, we're asking the question.
Y'all seen all the messages and all them allegations from them ladies from 96, and they was saying all them victims was popping up missing. So a lot of the victims that was reporting from the Epstein thing was coming up missing, bro. Crazy.
Questions the mainstream media won't touch. Why are these names being served up as the ultimate sacrificial lambs?
Right.
Tonight, the Justice Department releasing more than 3 million pages of documents related to convicted Jeffrey Epstein. President Trump's name referenced hundreds of times.
It's an enormous trove of documents, and it includes references to some of the richest and most powerful people on the planet. That includes the current president, a former president, cabinet secretaries, a former prime minister, billionaires, and the list goes on and on and on.
Including videos, photos, and email correspondences mentioning Elon Musk, former President Bill Clinton, Howard Lutnick, Bill Gates, and President Trump.
Unfortunately for Jay, they're saying that he's in the Epstein files. It's very embarrassing. This is very dark and it's very grim. But it's not just Jay-Z. They're also saying that King Push, all right, King Push, Pusha T himself is apparently in the Epstein files too. I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
No, but I do have a good mirror.
It's a serious question. Do you think you're the devil himself?
I don't know. Why would you say that?
To understand why these names are just now hitting the surface, you have to understand how the elites play the game. Sacrifice a few guppies in order to protect the bigger fish. This is exactly what we're seeing right now. To understand all of this, it's important to know the difference.
Same thing with Diddy. Diddy and Epstein are puppets.
Between the Black Book and the FBI's NTOC logs. The Black Book was Epstein's personal phone book where all the crimes were documented. The NTOC logs, those are the reports from people calling into the FBI to report what they saw. For decades, the Department of Justice kept these investigative files hidden, but for a calculated reason that we will be getting into soon, they have decided to release these new files now. The reason they are releasing these NTOC logs now without hesitation is because this isn't considered factual evidence. They are saying these are just unverified reports people called in of suspected crimes, not actual proof of any of these crimes actually taking place. By releasing these unverified tips, the Department of Justice gives the media big names like Jay-Z to obsess over, knowing they can be seen as factual evidence. It's a calculated stunt to direct the conversation towards the people they've already decided to sacrifice. For years, we have been examining the flight logs, but that was just a manifest of who traveled. The real crimes these people participated in were kept under seal by the Department of Justice. But all of a sudden, they have chosen to put out some big names. Think about that. In these NTOC logs is where the music industry's elite finally appear. Let's start with Jay-Z. One of the most explosive reports in this new drop dates back to approximately 1996. According to the victim's statement to the FBI, she was abducted from her home and woke up drugged in what she believed was Jeffrey Epstein's Florida mansion.
All right. So they mix the truth in with the lies like how they always do, bro. But it is them logs of Hillary and them emails, but all the emails and everything they show look super spoof. Like it just looks super like fake. Like it's just crazy. And just think about this. Think about what they showing us. Imagine what they was really doing, bro. And if you go down a rabbit hole, you could find it, bro. But it's not a rabbit hole I suggest you to go down unless you're ready for everything you knew to be destroyed. Like, I'm telling you, like, when I moved away from my hometown, things changed. Like, I already was like, man, it's a new life. But after I learned certain information, it's like, nothing was the same, bro. Nothing was the same. Like, the Matrix.
mansion. But it's who she saw when she woke up that has everyone talking. She identified 2 men in the room, Harvey Weinstein and Jay-Z. Think about that for a second. In 1996, Jay-Z was just releasing Reasonable Doubt. He wasn't the billionaire mogul we know today. He was an upcoming artist from Brooklyn. The first question we have to ask is, how did a rapper get a seat at a table that included Jeffrey Epstein and the most powerful man in Hollywood? The second question is, if Jay-Z is being accused of being involved with Epstein, is it still far-fetched to believe he did something to a 13-year-old with Diddy? We all remember Jay-Z was sued by a woman accusing him of essaying her when she was 13. Jay-Z made it all go away using powerful lawyers and private investigators. Even though the victim eventually backtracked on her comments, she admitted it was only after Jay-Z was sending private investigators to stalk and intimidate her. It seems that all the stories of Jay and young girls might be true after all. This report suggests that connections between the music industry and the elite was not a conspiracy theory, but the reality. It also proves that these industries...
Gotta make some more food in, Brandon. Made some little noodles yesterday. Telling y'all, hey, before y'all go to the store and buy that tomato, the tomato basil paste, you can make your own tomato sauce, bro. Like, literally just boil down like 3 potatoes, put some sauces in there, do what you gotta do. Some other stuff too. I really ain't have it mastered down, but it still was way better than any of that watered down stuff they sell you in the store. Like, the store is just crazy. But I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Jay-Z, it's not a shocker. And people are like, oh, you make a video on Jay-Z, bro. Yo, these is all puppets. They all puppets, bro. And it's like, why we not talk about people that have major impact and influences on our lives? You always trying to bring a black man down. Yeah, because I'm gonna be, anybody that misguided me at any step in my journey, and I feel like they misguided me and it was like intentional or unintentional, I don't care, I'm gonna call it out if it come up with the conversation. Because it's like, that's how you break a generational curses. So I make these videos for me, myself, and I reflect with what I'm saying. It's like I'm reacting, I'm giving y'all what I'm thinking in my brain, and some people just can't handle your opinion. It is what it is. I respect anybody that got an outspoken opinion and don't give a fuck.
Gatekeepers are clearly chosen well in advance. That's the only way Jay-Z ended up in the same room as Epstein back in the 1990s. But Jay-Z isn't the only guppy being served up in these logs. Guppy. If you thought the 1996 report was a red flag, you need to see what the FBI was told about Pusha T. In these newly unsealed documents, the allegations take a turn that is arguably even more sinister. According to a complaint logged in the FBI's national threat system, a victim didn't just place Pusha T at a party, she identified him as a handler. Think about that word for a second. In the context of these files, handlers are described as the people assigned to establish close friendships with potential victims. Their job was to build trust and lower the victim's guard to make the process easier. The reports detail a party in 2007 where the victim claims she was drugged, clouding her memory. She explicitly identifies Pusha T as one of the individuals who acted as a handler and was present when all the abuse took place. If these DOJ records are true, he isn't just another street rapper, he is a handler for the elite. This is how a rapper with a mediocre career ends up in the elite circles with Jay-Z and Kanye. All of this seems to confirm the link between the music industry and the elite. It's not just internet speculation anymore. Just like Jay-Z in '96, this 2007 report on Pusha T was kept under lock and key by the feds for nearly 2 decades. And
what Gangstar say? What Google say? You be happy as hell to get a record deal. Maybe a soul you'll sell to have mass appeal. Maybe a soul you'll sell. Because everybody just don't get on. And around them times, everybody just don't get famous. It don't got nothing to do with no talent. It had nothing to do with talent back then. It's about what you do, what do you offer. If you could help get these girls to the party, lead them to the party, lead them back to the house. That's all they songs was back in the day. Come back to my place, oh, lead you back home. Like, well, okay, lure bait. They was literally lure baiting. And all the girls listen to the music, oh. By the time everything happened, it's too late. And there's no social media, no cameras, no phones. You just victimized. But this shit really is deeper shit. Like, go watch my last video. This shit get deeper. Like, Don't even go watch my last video. You can go do your research or go down the rabbit hole of how deep this really go. But it's different now, because when we was looking at this information 6 years ago, yo, I'm not saying it wasn't CGI and stuff like that, but it wasn't just AI. It wasn't just a lot of content on it. So everything he was finding on it was pretty raw, you know? And your discernment. I say don't let none of this stuff get you too emotionally charged.
Just like the Jay-Z file, the Department of Justice is quick to remind us that these are just unverified tips. This brings us back to the Fall Guys. Why give the public names like Pusha T and Jay-Z? Well, because they are the perfect distraction. They are huge names in hip-hop and pop culture that would make the story viral. By letting the world obsess over whether a rapper was a handler in 2007, the people who actually funded the operation get to step back into the shadows. They're giving you just enough truth to keep
that's good east right there,
while still protecting the guppies in a way. Because these are just unverified reports. No criminal investigation is going to happen, and the celebrities get to deny it all. After a few months of talking about it, it would all go away, and they will go back to business as usual.
Every time.
This is clear evidence that Epstein was deeply...
Every time, bro. We all talk about it in 3 to 4 months, then it go away. But this is the thing about this situation was going on. It's not going away this time. It's not going away. Do you know how many people? I just heard Sneeko saying this, right? I'm watching Sneeko again because they've been putting his stuff back. But he was like, bro, when he came on YouTube, he tried to just like, after he got banned, he came back and was like, I'm just gonna be regular, bro. Make regular YouTube content, be regular guy. But it's just so many signs that pop up in your face, like you can't, like even people be like, oh, you fake woke, or you like, bro, people that are starting to see things, they at different points of awakenings, bro. I'm at a different stage. You at a different point of stage. I'm gonna be different when I'm at a, you know, everybody gonna be different at different times. But like, I'm at a point now to where it's like, I had so many epiphanies. Even me knowing what it is, I still be like, yo, it's crazy. Like, that's why I got no problem just reacting to all this shit, because I already went through my like phase of like, what the fuck? I went through that phase, bro. I went through that phase, that crash out phase, bro. All right.
Engraved into the Hollywood system, and these celebrities are far more deeper involved than they want us to believe. If Jay-Z and Pusha T files are the distraction, then Gates and Musk are the sacrifice. This is where we move away from unverified hotline tips and into the FBI's digital archive, specifically Jeffrey Epstein's own email logs and draft folders. Unlike the music industry claims, which were external reports, these documents are internal. They show how Epstein viewed his relationship with the most powerful men in tech, Bill Gates and Elon Musk. And the picture it paints reveals the truth about these billionaires. Let's go into the Bill Gates files first. We have heard for years that Gates claimed he regretted his dinners with Epstein. But these new documents from July 2013 suggest a much darker reality. The Department of Justice released a series of draft emails where Epstein is essentially writing a script for blackmail. In one note, Epstein claims to have helped Gates secure drugs to...
I have decided to resign my position effective immediately with BG3 and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. I have not come to the decision quickly or without a great deal of thought. During the past few weeks, I have been caught up in a severe marital dispute between Melinda and Bill. Wait, who wrote this? That's Epstein. On one on the left. Dear Bill, I cannot believe that you have chosen to disregard our friendship developed over the last 6 years. Yo, these niggas ain't shit. These niggas ain't shit, bro.
Deal with the consequences of encounters with Russian girls, essentially accusing Gates of having partaken in the island's offerings. But it goes deeper. The files mention a plan to covertly provide antibiotics to Gates' then wife, Melinda, to cover up an alleged STI.
Whoa.
A spokesperson for Gates called these claims absolutely absurd. But at this...
Oh! So you out here poisoning the land, doing weird old PDFs, getting all type of eases, then going back to your wife and, yo, you gotta be... Bro, they be getting, look, he old age. Where's the where the little karma? Like, no, nothing. You see what I mean? Like, Earth is just crazy, bro. I'm not gonna go on a religion, but like, bro, where is his slap? Where Mother Earth? Where the universe at? Where divine at? Like, come on, bro. This is the type of shit I be talking about, bro. these beings get to exist here. It's like they thrive off this. It's like they thrive off of being the most low vibrational they could be. When with us, it's like when we do low vibrational shit, it hurt. It don't feel good. Even though a lot of us live in misery and stuff like that, that shit don't feel good. We learn to like accept it. But even though they say we chaos beings, yeah, we do got chaos, but we peaceful beings, bro. I want peace. But it's like, you know, I want peace, you know? Nigga got no problem walking on the beach with a mango on the land. They come to the beach and be like, oh, the tree. We gotta chop the tree. We need to conquer more beaches. Yo, this beach is like 300,000 square miles, bro. What else do we need?
Point. Why would we believe anything he has to say? For years, he said he did nothing illegal with Jeffrey. He claims they only spoke about business and philanthropy. But according to these new release files, Gates likely did things he wouldn't want the world to know about. Remember the ages of the girls Epstein was known to hang around. Now, think about what Epstein is accusing Gates of participating in. That alone shows you how much of a liar he is. Looking at the documents, you see Epstein's strategy. He wasn't just a friend offering a good time. He was an evil mastermind who used some rich people's perverted fantasies as leverage. By documenting these alleged hookups and medical cover-ups,
somebody probably gave him that blueprint. I don't think he made that up. I don't think that was his. I don't think he was just no smart. I feel like he wasn't, like, people giving this man too much credit, bro. He's a puppet. Especially when I see him dancing on that video in that house. I'm like, he's a goofy, bro. He's a goofy. He's an actual goofy. Oh, my mic, I know my mic ain't off, but he's an actual goofy, bro. That was protected.
Epstein was collecting enough dirt to make sure he had the elite on a leash, just like we saw with the Elon Musk connection.
Because they would have gotten him gone.
Musk spent years on X claiming
bro, they would
he
have slapped him. Come on, bro. Come on. Let's be real, bro. You out here blackmailing billionaires on an island with millions, and you just finna sashay around? They finna come clap you, bro. He had to be having some more. That's why I see what folks be talking about. Like, he tied to a bigger organization, a darker order. But no matter who he tied to, it's definitely
Epstein's invitations. But the new Epstein drop contains the actual email logs between the two in 2012 and 2013 that tell a completely different story. In November 2012, Epstein emails Musk asking how many seats he needs for a helicopter to his island. Musk doesn't say no. He replies, probably just Tallulah and me. What day and night will be the wildest party on your island? Fast forward to December 2013, and Musk is emailing Epstein once again asking, is there a good time to visit? They even settled on a date, January 2nd. While there's no definitive proof in this specific file that Elon ever made it onto the island, the emails prove that the refusal Musk claimed for years was actually an attempt to erase history. He wasn't avoiding Epstein, he was looking for the wildest party. Think about that. At this point in time, Epstein was already a convicted PDF file. He was known for running around with young girls. Why would someone like Elon Musk want to party with him? Well, if you know anything about Elon, then you know he likes massages almost as much as Epstein. In fact, some of you might recall, he was sued by a former flight attendant who worked at SpaceX for just that reason. The flight attendant alleged that during a flight to London in 2016, Musk asked her to his private cabin for a full-body massage. She claimed that Musk then showed her his little Elon, touched her leg without consent, and offered to buy her a horse in exchange for favors.
Come on. Bruh, Elon, you know why I'm laughing? That's fucked up for the girl that's working. Who want to go to work and deal with some goofy ass shit like that, bro? Like, who wants to go to work and deal with some weird alien looking nigga? Come here, I'll buy you a horse. I'm just thinking about, because I've been watching Midnight Gospel, bro. They got some deep little shit on there on Netflix, because I got this subscription. I got until it run out. I also just started watching Wonder Man. That shit kind of crazy. I'm about to watch right after we end this on Disney. I might do a breakdown or react to that, like some TikToks to that or something when I'm finished. Gotta monetize everything, monetize content I was playing. But yeah, like, bro, this guy is a cornball.
In 2022, reports emerged that Elon Musk and SpaceX paid the flight attendant $250,000 in 2018 to settle the claim. Hearing this, is it really that surprising that Musk was eagerly trying to attend Jeffrey's wildest parties? He attempted to go to the island not once, but twice. To me, the fact that there are 2 emails where he's asking to go to the island suggests he likely visited once, enjoyed the massages so much that he wanted to go back a second time. While the DOJ is giving us the music industry tips to keep us distracted, they are giving us the tech elite emails because they can no longer hide the paper trail. These are the people whose relationships with Epstein have already been firmly established. Epstein was a master of blackmail. He wrote down everything he had on these men as insurance. So if the Department of Justice is finally showing us how Epstein leveraged the richest men in the world, we have to ask, who are they still protecting in the millions of pages that remain redacted?
It's still millions of pages, bro. This is insane, bro. How do y'all feel about this situation, though, bro? Like, cause it's like, bro, it's been years later, and now they want to release everything.